What's up, guys? I got something fun and exciting for all you Gemmy collectors out there. I know there's a lot of you. This is the air-blown inflatable 6-foot-tall vampire from Gemmy. According to the Spirit Halloween Wikia, this was released in 2010. It was an online-only inflatable. He was priced at $70. He is a green-skinned vampire with a red vest on that pops out of a coffin that says R.I.P. and he continuously pops out and goes back in. So there's a continuous animation there. I found this on Facebook Marketplace. I thought it was super cool, and the guy only wanted $20 for it, so I grabbed it up. How cool is that? There's the back of the box. Super awesome that this came with the box fully intact. It is duct taped closed, but that's okay. I'm not too worried about it. Most of the artwork on the box is intact and looks very cool. Originally, it came with 1 air-blown inflatable, 4 base stakes, 4 tether stakes, 4 tether ropes, 1 extra light bulb. That's pretty cool. Inflatables these days don't come with extra light bulbs because everything's LEDs. And 1 extra fuse. Inflatables these days don't have fuses either. How funny. And if you look on the bottom of the box here, it does say weatherproof, so it can be used outside. Everything included, self-inflates in seconds for indoor or outdoor use. Very awesome. The box is in decent condition besides being duct taped closed. Even the bottom looks pretty good. The artwork on all sides is intact. How cool is that? I have not opened this thing up yet. I just kind of trusted the guy that it was in here. So you never know. We could open this up and there could be just a bunch of newspapers in there. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to open this bad boy up, see if he's actually in here, and then we're going to inflate him, see if he works, see if the lights work, and see what kind of condition this vintage inflatable is in. So let's jump right into it. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna cut the duct tape. I might eventually figure out how to get the duct tape off of here without damaging the box. I can actually peel it pretty good, and it's coming off really easily, but I would love to get all that gunk off there from the duct tape while still preserving the box. I don't know if that's possible or not. I'll have to figure it out, but for now, I'm going to carefully cut the duct tape. There we go. There's 1 tab, 2 tabs, 3 tabs. All right. Let's open it up. I hope this thing is in here. Everything looks good so far. This is all nice and intact. Looks like he just had it in his garage for years. And I'm especially happy that like everything looks very nice and clean as I'm opening it here. Because look at this, even this inside box. This is a separate box, I think, that comes out of here. So that is pretty crazy. I wonder if that came with the original packaging. There we go. The inflatable is in there. Wow. These pink strings I highly doubt came with the inflatable. He probably used those because the original strings were probably not all that strong. Hot pink string, that's funny. Then we've got some stakes in here. I wonder if those are the stakes that came with it. If they are, man, those are big, beefy plastic stakes. The kind of stakes that you get these days in inflatables are a lot more flimsy, but these ones are really beefy. Here's the plug. Looks like it's nice and intact. And then you open this right here to get to the fuse. There we go. There's the fuses, and they actually look good. Those may be good. I might not have to replace that. Hopefully not. Hopefully this thing works without replacing those fuses, because I'd have to order that online. If I could even find fuses that would fit this. This is a vintage item, so I don't think they even make those fuses anymore. If you know anything about the fuses, let me know in the comments. And here is the actual inflatable. So far, so good. Bottom looks a little dirty, like it has been used, but not like super used. It's not got any holes in it, it doesn't look like. There's the air blower right there. I even see a safety manual. Hold on. Here it is, the manual. Wow. Very cool. Instructions and everything. Definitely going to save those. Let's try to get out this inflator. It looks a lot bigger than the kind of things that you see at the stores nowadays. Ugh, boy, that is actually kind of heavy. Wow. It's got 2 blowers on it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, these older inflatables are put together so much better than the newer ones. Look at that. 2 blowers on there. $70. And if those are the original stakes, these big beefy yellow ones right here, then for $70, that is crazy. I know 10 years ago, $70 is probably worth like maybe $100 or more. But these days, this inflatable would probably be like $200 or more. I'll give you guys a better look at the entire inflatable in just a minute. For now, I'm gonna put it to the side because I see some more things here in the box. There's the vampire. How awesome. Very cool. Can't wait to get this guy inflated. I hope he works. And what is this? Ah, I see. The stakes that originally came with this thing were twisty stakes. Hopefully you can see that on the picture there. So the original stakes are not in here, and and this little baggie is actually ripped. They ripped it off of the top. But that's okay. At least he gave us some of those nice beefy yellow steaks. And then there's a couple more strings in here. He was just kind of tying this thing down with some random strings. That's okay. I've got plenty of steaks and strings from other inflatables. For now, we're not going to need any of these steaks or strings, so I'm just going to leave them in the box. And I'm definitely going to be super careful with the box because I want to keep it in as good a condition as possible. I love this vintage stuff. I am super happy with the condition of this box, besides the duct tape on there, but that's not a huge issue. Here's the inflatable. It feels like it might have something wrapped in it, or maybe it's some sandbags or something. I'm just going to set him on the floor here, get him unraveled a little bit. Yeah, he's definitely got some like sand or rock bags in here, so we're going to use gravity and let those go all the way down to the bottom if possible. They might be tied to something in there. There's a little zipper right here, and those sand and rock bags are actually attached to the inflatable itself. So those are supposed to just hang right there. The zipper came off. Oh no, I shouldn't have touched the zipper. Okay, that's not an issue. It didn't break or anything, I don't think. Maybe it did, I don't know. That's a bummer. That's okay, I put it right there. Let me see if there's another piece that like broke off on the inside or something. Yes, I found the back of the zipper. That's actually very lucky that I found this. There's the back of the zipper, and there's the actual zipper. Is that plastic? I think it's plastic, and that's why it broke. So I can actually super glue this back together. That is exactly what I'm gonna do. That way I can put this back on there. Kind of a bummer, but not a huge issue. I don't think it's going to affect anything. It should still inflate just fine. Worst case, I'll just slap a piece of tape over the zipper for now to keep it closed while we're inflating it, if it has trouble inflating. Otherwise, I'm not gonna touch it, and then I'll mess with the zipper later. In fact, I have some green frog tape right here. I'm actually gonna put the zipper itself right there on the tape because I don't have any little plastic baggies, and then I'm going to store that for later. That will not damage the box because this is nice, safe tape that does not stick very well. It's made to be pulled off of things. And then I'm gonna put a strip of this over that zipper to keep it closed so that thing actually inflates well for us. That would have broken either way at some point, so I'm not too bummed about it. It's an old inflatable, you gotta expect something to happen. Okay, we got our frog tape on there to keep that zipper closed. That should hold. It's just a temporary fix. Let's figure out which way we gotta get this guy facing. Oh, I can feel the light bulb in there. That's the light bulb right there. I should have looked at that before I put the tape on the zipper. Oh well, let's just hope he works. Uh-oh, it looks like his cape may have ripped off in the past, and they possibly even tried to sew it back on. It's like hanging on by a thread. That's okay, I know how to sew things. I can sew that back on if we need to. Let's just get this guy set up and inflate him, because I am so excited to see if he works. There's the blowers. I believe this is the correct way to have him facing. I guess let's just plug him in and see what happens. There's another zipper right here, but I don't even want to mess with it. I'm afraid it would break too. Okay, I'm gonna take him and put him inside here. Put him in there. And when this inflates, he will be inside the coffin like that, and he'll pop out, and then he'll go back in and out. So, I guess let's just plug him in and see what happens. He's supposed to be 6 feet tall at his tallest, and I'm 5'9", so you should be able to see all of him whenever he gets up there. If I need to, I'll back the camera up when I get him inflated. I just want to see what he does first. Okay, guys. 3, 2, 1. Hey, he's working. Hold on. Woo! Look at that! Man, they really mean it when they say self-inflates in seconds. That boy is going. There he goes inside of the coffin. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. He works so far. Hold on. Let me come over here. Okay, I'll leave it just like that and you can watch him pop out. He's gonna pop out at some point. Here he goes. Coming alive! That is awesome! How cool! Wow! There he goes back into the coffin. Let's see how often he pops out. There's probably like a few seconds that he stays in there. He's going back in. I'm curious. Oh, that's what the sandbags are for. Those little sandbags are, you know, it's the weight that pulls him down into the coffin. That is very cool. I love this thing. Because it's a vintage item, I'm actually afraid to put him outside. Otherwise, I would love to put him outside my house as part of my Halloween display. And I might do it, I don't know. Because this thing is so awesome, and I can tell the lights are working because you can see the lights in here in the coffin. Look at him go, popping out. Hello, Mr. Dracula. Very cool. I wonder when's the last time that he was blown up. It has probably been years since this guy has come to life and popped out of his coffin. He has been waiting forever for this moment. And now here he is, coming to life, popping out of the coffin for all you folks. Like the video for Mr. Dracula here. That is so cool. Let me give you a close-up look. I love how often he pops out of here. He does it like every 15 to 20 seconds or something. He pops out. He looks great. His face will eventually smooth out a little bit. It's pretty scrunched up right now. And then he goes into the coffin. There he goes. Too cool. He doesn't go all the way in, but that's okay. He goes in pretty well and then comes to life and pops out again. That is so awesome. They don't make him like that anymore. Wait a minute, why is he falling over now? Oh, I bet you that zipper came undone. Hold on, we'll check him out. He's going in to rest. When he comes back out, we're gonna check that zipper and see if the tape came off. If he'll even pop back up again. Let's see. Okay, it's blowing. Yeah, yep, right there. So that opened up again. I will definitely have to fix that zipper. Oh no, he slumped over. He's just gonna slide back in. Oh no, poor Dracula. Okay, I think I'm gonna probably turn him off. I wonder if these light bulbs get warm, because those are like older light bulbs. I can feel a little bit of heat coming off that. So I would be worried about that thing catching fire at some point. But if you got him displayed outside, that wouldn't be a big issue. Oh, poor Dracula, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna fix this tape real quick. And then we'll get another look at him. Okay, I put a few extra pieces of tape on him there. That will keep him inflated for the rest of the video. He looks awesome. I love this. They do not make them like this anymore. That is so very cool and awesome. I really wish they would make more animated Halloween inflatables. Like, they make plenty of archways. They make plenty cool ones and ones from movies and stuff like Ghostface and the Killer Clowns from Outer Space inflatables. Animated things are so awesome. That's why it has two blowers. The one is just for this coffin, and then the other one is for him. And that one turns on, blows him up, turns off, and he goes down. Very, very cool. I'm definitely gonna fix that zipper and clean this guy up. I mean, he's not really dirty or anything, but I'm definitely gonna clean him up and take good care of him, because this is a super cool vintage inflatable. And a cool little story, my dad actually owned this guy whenever I was a little kid. I don't remember seeing it. I must have been too small to remember this, but my dad said that he used to have him and he ended up selling him to pay the bills. That was back during the housing crisis. How very cool. Well, I'll have to show my dad, and then he can have a trip down memory lane and see this old vampire again. How awesome. What a great vintage inflatable. I love this thing. Super glad that it worked. And for 20 bucks, what a steal. Thank you so much to the guy who sold this to me. You rock. I am super happy to have him, and I'm going to take great care of him. All right, guys, that was the vintage air-blown inflatable vampire from Gemmy 2010. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give the video a like and share and comment to let me know you watched the video, and let me know what you think of him. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.
Ha 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 ha.